I think most people are using the history palette to full advantage as sort of a multiple undo kind of thing, but just in case you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'll just show you real quickly what we're talking about here in a real simple example. I'm just going to paint a couple of brush strokes on my image directly on the background, which by the way is not probably such a good idea, but for the demonstration purpose of history, now you can see in my history palette it shows me the progress of what's happened so far. I've opened it, I did a brush tool and another brush tool. So if I wish to change my mind, I can go up or back down. So basically it's like saying undo and then redo. But as you can see, it's in a very linear fashion. And at the top of the history palette is always this snapshot that lets me go right back to the beginning if I change my mind completely. Notice how these states of history, as they're called, are there but grayed out. That means they're still redoable as long as I can see them. However, if I do anything else at this point, for example, do a filter, right away you see those steps are covered up. Now if I undo that right away using the traditional undo command, Command or Control Z, you'll see it puts me back where I was, including with those states of history. Now a couple things that are important to note: the history palette remembers things while you're working on the document. As soon as you close it and reopen it, the history palette is gone. So this is not long-term flexibility, it's short-term flexibility. But there are some interesting things we can do with this, where if you're for example, let's just do a simple example here. We're going to duplicate our background layer and hide the original. And then we'll go in here and I'm going to use the extract command. I'm going to do this real quick here just to give you the idea. So we're going to do a really bad job, but hopefully it will illustrate one of the advantages of the history palette. So this is bad, but hey, it's only a demonstration after all, and it will show you the idea. Okay, click OK. And we'll see, oops, that didn't do a very good job. I missed some pieces. Well, rather than undo and start all over again, the history palette remembers what it looked like at first, which was what it looked like right here. So all I need to do is get my history brush, and the history brush will paint using a previous state of history, which in this case is our original. So I just have to go in here and I can basically paint in the little pieces that I was missing. So if you're doing a command, and again extract is a great example of this, where if it didn't quite work, you miss some pieces, you can always paint using history to go back a step or two and try and improve upon what you've got. So just for future reference, think of the history palette not only as undo, but the ability to fix problems that might arise. I'm Dave Cross. Thanks very much for watching this tip. I hope you enjoy this tip and all the tips we put together for you on the NAP members site. What the heck? It looks like a virus.